was me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit.
God damn, guys.
Goddamn is right. Goddamn is right, man. What the hell is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody, man? We are back. We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, another edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. And how the hell is everybody doing, man? I see we got our boy Logan in the house. I'm assuming the Packers lost, which is why you seem pretty heartbroken. And we got the one and the only OG. OG is in the house, man. So what is going on, OG? Logan, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? And Yeah, man, how's everybody's night going, man? We're back, like I said, with episode 173 of Unscripted, man. And with that, we got a lot to talk about here today. We got, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's fucking December 11th, 2023. The year's almost over. And on this episode of Unscripted, on episode 173 of Unscripted, SmackDown, just because of one promo alone, was more eventful than all of Dynamite.
All of Dynamite. Every single second.
What world? I'll let you finish.
And I'm telling you, man, what fucking world are we fucking living in, man?
Oh.
In every aspect. God damn. And yes, Logan, and after the day I had today, god damn is the least thing I could fucking say.
Yes, I'm sure you'll be hearing about that later.
Oh, yes, you will, Logan. I know you want me to complain about work, so we'll hear more tonight.
Shit crazy. But also, since we're giving shout outs, we cannot forget the homie, Duran.
Hey,
what the fuck is going on, my man? Hell yeah.
How you doing?
But yeah, bro, what world are we living in? One promo on SmackDown was more eventful for me this week than all of AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite. And here's the thing. I know it seems like we come on here and shit on AEW Dynamite every week, and rightfully so sometimes. This week wasn't the worst. It was actually a decent show this week. It was. I will say that. I mean, obviously you got your, predictable classic matches, which is kind of but it wasn't as bad as it wasn't horse shit like it's normally been. So
no, exactly.
Yeah, I mean there was good matches on the show. There was some good storytelling on the show. I mean, it wasn't a horrible show. So this week we're probably not going to be, at least I probably won't be as ruthless cuz they didn't really give me a reason to this week, but otherwise man, but I'll tell you what, that promo, and you all know what promo I'm talking about on SmackDown. Holy shit. That was crazy. That was crazy. Bro, speaking of what world are we living in, bro, I opened Twitter today, and I just see a fucking picture of MJF and John Cena.
That shit's crazy. What's going on?
And then I see a picture of MJF and Baron Corbin. I'm like, man, this is pretty cool.
Especially those interactions those two had. It's funny.
Seriously, bro. So it's cool to see. It's cool to see MJF getting his feet wet for his future locker room mates one day. So,
Exactly.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see. But no, I definitely didn't have that on my bingo card for this year. Seeing a picture of MJF and John Cena standing next to each other, and then seeing the video of them talking. It was so cool. It was so cool, man. MJF, fucking young legend. Seriously, young legend.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking John Cena, bro, the greatest of all time. So cool to see. And I just love. John doesn't get credit for it a lot, man. But that man loves professional wrestling, and to see him showing love to people like from other companies, bro, like big stars from other companies, is so cool to see. Like I said, he doesn't get a lot of credit for being a yes. John doesn't often get credit for being a lover of professional wrestling, dude, but he really is, man. And it's so cool to see. He's such an awesome guy. He was so awesome to me when I was a kid. So courteous, always took, always at any given point, because I hung around him for like a solid, like, it was a while I was hanging around him just because I couldn't stop hugging him, little 11-year-old me, dude. And he could have easily, come on, moving on with the line, because he had a long line, bro. But that man, he literally kept crouching down to like give me a hug back. And it was just,
No doubt.
Literally, bro. Like he's the fucking GOAT for a reason, man. He's the GOAT. He's my childhood hero for a reason, bro. That man and CM Punk, dude. That man and CM Punk, dude. When I was a kid, those guys were the end all be all for little Johnny boy. So, seen as the GOAT for a reason, and it was just so cool to see him take a picture with MJF. I know it's just a picture with MJF, but it's just so cool to see him showing love to other stars from other promotions, man. He's really the fucking GOAT.
Truly, dude. Fucking truly.
Yeah. And he could have done the typical petty thing in professional wrestling and completely ignore MJF because Tony Khan had to go ahead and fucking throw shade at John Cena in a tweet a couple months ago, but nope, that man ain't rocking with the company beef, bro. So it's awesome to see. So
Exactly. It's always awesome.
Exactly, man. So yeah, man. I guess let's go ahead and hop right into the intro, man, after me trying to give you guys a sales pitch on why John Cena is the greatest of all time. But regardless, man. What is going on, everybody? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast and another edition of Notorious Unscripted. This is episode 173 of Unscripted. If this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Monday after Monday Night Raw, we are on here with Unscripted, and every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news, man. If you guys did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, that is episode 191. No yeet? ? Well, actually, it seems like things have changed since that episode of news has came out, and it is no yeet ? And Bryan Danielson handing out fines, the social media sheriff of all elite wrestling, man. So we talked about all that good stuff. We had a bunch of other good stories on that episode, man. So if you guys did miss that, that is available for you guys on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Friday at 4 p.m. Central with the news, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video and in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. You got all 8 of these beautiful designs and more available on there for you guys, man. You got the Chicago flag design, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, the Biggie inspired design, the base logo, the Riddler inspired IWC's best kept secret design, the Notorious World Order shirt comes in 3 versions. Chicago flag, like you see on your screen. The Notorious, the classic black and white, rather, and the Wolfpack red. You got the Grand Slam design, the scratch logo, and the only community that matters. Also, if you guys are looking for something festive to wear for the holidays, man, look no further than the Notorious Christmas design. This is our annual Christmas shirt, man. So if you guys are looking for something to wear to all your family outings, all your outings with your friends for Christmas. You guys are going out with your friends for Christmas. You guys are going out with your family for Christmas. Whatever the hell you got going on. If you guys need something to wear to match the theme, look no further than the Notorious Christmas design. Also, again, all of these beautiful shirts, plus more, are available for you guys live on the merch shop. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video. Also, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Always when I talk, it's just the fucking mucus starts up, man. But I'm doing good. Just been chilling, waiting to set up this new setup that I'm making. I got a second monitor, setting that up on Wednesday, man. So I cannot wait for that. That's gonna go crazy. But shit, other than that, shit's been pretty normal and pretty good for me, man. Just waiting for the holiday season to be over, man. I really am.
You're waiting for it to be over.
Well, waiting for it to come and, enjoy
it.
it on the 25th and 24th and whatnot. And then it gets to be over,
and the
man.
22nd.
And I'm very excited for the 22nd for multiple fucking reasons, man. And
well, I'm excited for one reason, and that's to celebrate the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sir K, man. I'm pumped.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you. I cannot wait. For multiple reasons. I just can't wait for that. We get to watch the Iron Claw, hang out with some good friends, man, and talk. And I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait. But shit's been good, man. Shit's been good. We got Slammies. Not Slammies. First year we called it Slammies. My bad. First year we did call it Slammies.
We did.
So my brain is still on that for some reason, to be honest. But the year-end awards. Can't wait to that. We've been drafted up a little bit so far. And I can't wait, man. It's going to be a good-ass month and start of next month, man. So I cannot wait. But like Durante always asks, man, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat and in the replay? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, chilling, bro. Just going through the motions, muddy emotions, bro. So going through the motions, bro. But other than that, dude, yeah, I'm good. Just waiting for next Friday, dude. I'm pretty stoked for next Friday. It's gonna be a movie.
Next Friday.
It is. Sir K Day is next Friday, man. So I'm excited for it. Iron Claw comes out, so we'll be going to see that, and then I'm pumped, bro. I'm pumped. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. Bro. And then yeah, man. So there's that, and then right into Christmas, I guess, bro. So right into the 24th, and then the 25th. So obviously that's always a fun time, and then goddamn, the year's over. And just to give you guys a heads up, we usually like to do year-end awards sometime after Christmas. So pretty much anywhere from the 26th to the 1st, really. But this year, we're going to be aiming for the first week of January because that fucking Mark had to go ahead. Yeah, that fucking money Mark had to go ahead and fucking make a pay-per-view New Year's weekend. So, thanks, Tony. Thanks.
Of course. Couldn't help himself.
So anything to fuck with schedules, man. This man loves running pay-per-views on holiday weekends. Good job.
He's just addicted to it. That's how you know that man never worked an actual job in his fucking life.
Oh, yes. That man has no idea. No idea.
If you tell him people have to work on a holiday, it'll probably fucking blow his brain up. It's just fucking not understanding.
Dude, it's and to Logan's point, bro, after New Year's, dude, we go into a very exciting time for what we do. We got, especially this year, we're taking on a workload with pay-per-views. We're doing Elimination Chamber this year, bro, so it's gonna be a great fucking year for show reviews and all that kind of good stuff, bro. So we go into Rumble season, that's always a good season, and then we go into Mania build, and then we got fucking Australia Elimination Chamber, so I'm super stoked for that. So you guys will be getting a review for that this year, and then like you did last year, and then the big one, WrestleMania, dude. Always a big weekend for us. You guys get us 4 days in a row. You guys get us Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that's always one of my favorite stretches of the year. Because there's always so much to talk about, and it's always a blast hanging out with you guys. But yeah, it's a fun time, dude, and I'm excited for it. But yeah, we're doing it, bro. Just trying to stay alive for 2025, bro. So that's what we're doing. But before I forget, as Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Durante? Logan, Bell, Duran, OG, and everybody here live in the chat or as a part of the Replay Mafia, JB, JT, Kate the Great. You guys know who you are, man. So thank you guys all for being here, man. And yeah, let's fucking talk about AEW Dynamite. All right. So, yet again, the show opens with a Jon Moxley match. A Jon Moxley match in the Continental Classic against Roosh. They put on a pretty good match to open the show. Can't complain about it. But the one thing I can complain about, Jon Moxley picked up another victory. Now, I'm cool with that. I get you don't want many people beating Jon Moxley, dude, but I just really wonder, is there ever going to be a non-predictable outcome in this Continental Classic?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
I really don't.
The predictable classic.
It really is. It really is, man. Yes. Like Logan's saying, I want upsets. And see, this is why I didn't understand why you put Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal in here. Dude. And then, I don't understand why you put guys like that in there because, dude, if it's a round robin tournament. Now, I do get you're worried about that side of your fan base that complains about people taking losses. We talked about this all the time. If you put big names in there, it's a bunch of big names fighting a bunch of big names. So if Jon Moxley fucking loses, then Jon Moxley loses, but it might be to Kenny Omega. You know what I mean? And it's not going to and if Kenny loses, it's just not going to hurt anybody. But here we are. Seriously, and like with a round robin tournament, you can just play up to fatigue.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking asking for people to just go full on fiend through this whole tournament, bro. Like, I want it to look like a struggle for people. I want this tournament to look hard. I want this tournament to look taxing. Like the G1. This shit looks like a cakewalk for some of these guys.
It really fucking does, bro. Like, at least you'd have so many opportunities to have great fucking matchups with two big names facing each other and one losing. And hell, if you're actually telling stories at the same time as some of these people in this tournament, maybe the story they have going on with someone else hinders their success in this tournament. Maybe they're too focused mentally and physically on this other thing they're doing, and they just couldn't do it in the tournament. You got every excuse to make it great. And it's just fucking boring as shit and predictable.
Yeah, and like you can also play to, if you do, dude, you have guys like Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal in this tournament, right? So like, for example, if Jon Moxley faces Jay White, right? If Jon Moxley faces Jay White, the same week Roosh faces Jay Lethal, right? Jon Moxley has the harder of opponents, right? So Jon Moxley wins, Roosh wins, right? So they face each other next week. Now it's Jon Moxley versus Roosh. You can also play to the fact that, and I'm just using this as an example, you can also play to the fact Jon Moxley had a much fucking harder opponent than Roosh did last week, and that's why Jon Moxley may have lost the upset. Because he had a harder opponent and Roosh had an easier challenge the week before.
It's easy as shit to book this.
It really is, bro. It really is. And it's like, out of each league, out of each block, dude, it really just looks like there's like 2 to 3 names that are like clear-cut favorites. And then there's like 2 fucking jobbers in the tournament. Like, I haven't been paying much attention to the Gold League, or the Blue League, but from the looks of the Blue League, it looks like Daniel Garcia and Eddie Kingston are in that role of just being the jobbers of the league.
Like, why?
I don't know, dude. This does not look very hard for certain people whatsoever. This looks like a fucking cakewalk for them. It really does. But Jon Moxley beats Roosh with a paradigm shift into a sleeper hold, and he puts Rouge to sleep. Yeah, very nice. Jon Moxley is now 3-0.
Fucking shocker.
Nice. Roderick Strong comes out to the ring, to the ramp, for an interview with Renee. He starts screaming her name. And he then tells her that he is upset about what happened with, Adam Cole telling him that he's not his friend anymore. And he said he's tired of this wheelchair holding him back. So he stands up. The announcers are putting it over as if this is some fucking miracle. And he starts fucking running around. He starts running around with his hands in the air. I don't know, bro. Roddy's hilarious, bro. Roddy's fucking hilarious. But I don't know about the two guys behind him, but I do know Roderick Strong is pretty funny, man. So he stands, and it's a miracle, bro. So congrats to Roddy on being able to walk again.
Yeah, congrats, man. Hopefully they could make this storyline a little more interesting again while they're at it, while they're making miracles happen, man. So
Hey, we want to talk about miracles. Can we talk about fucking 2021 AEW?
That was an actual genuine miracle, man. This is a living hell. But pretty funny segment, man, and there you go with Roddy's miracle. He's walking again, man. Look at that.
So, after this, Renee Paquette is in the back, and she is waiting outside of MJF's locker room to get a word with him, and Hangman walks past, and she starts to interview him. Hangman tells Renee that him and Swerve are nowhere near done, and he still has scores that he wants to settle with Swerve. And he told him that this was not over yet. And Hangman, or MJF rather, comes to the door, and he starts talking to Paige about how he lost and stuff. And then these guys started just trading shots back and forth at each other about how Hangman won the world title before him, and then MJF was telling Hangman that he beat him for the Dynamite Diamond. And then Hangman fired back with he eliminated MJF at the first AEW show from the Casino Battle Royale, and these guys just started going back and forth. Hangman went to walk away, but MJF kept going on about it to Renee, and then Hangman walked back. He walked back, and then these guys started going at it again. And this would then escalate to them getting in each other's face, and Samoa Joe would get in the middle of them, telling him, easy, 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 easy. He's telling him, leave him alone. Then he told Max, stop picking fights. You're hurt, and you have a world title to defend. So, yeah, dude. And I will say, bro, also, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, Samoa Joe is fucking over.
Mm-hmm.
The crowds love this man, and for good reason.
I'm telling you, man, that man is truly phenomenal, man. But loved this moment, man. Love Hangman,
Yeah.
I love MJF, and that interaction is just everything I want to see in AEW. Need more shit like that, man.
Yes.
Love the energy that Hangman always brings, man. I love how just angry he's been, and I actually really like it, man. And MJF is phenomenal in that, and I love what they're doing with Joe with it too, man. I think it's all coming together really nice with this, and I hope that comes into something.
Definitely, bro. Yes. I need to see more stuff like this, man. I need to see more guys, more guys of this star caliber interacting with each other in AEW. This is what AEW was built off of, bro. These guys that, were made in AEW. These are AEW homegrown stars, and they Seeing them interact with each other, bro, is just awesome, dude. It's awesome, dude. Two day ones of the company, pretty sick, bro. Pretty sick. But yeah, man. So that was that, and then the next match is another match in the Continental Classic. This was actually the best match of the night for the Continental Classic. This was Swerve Strickland and Mark Briscoe. These guys did have a pretty good match, man. They brought the crowd alive. I don't know how I was trying to word that, but the crowd came alive for this match, man, and it was very nice to see. Swerve ended up beating him with the Swerve Stomp, I believe. And yeah, bro, these guys put on a pretty solid match, man. And yes, Swerve won to also put himself at 3-0 in the tournament. So next week, I believe he clashes with Jon Moxley, both guys that are 3-0. They both have 9 points in the tournament. So I guess we'll have to see who wins next week. And I'm gonna hope it's Swerve Strickland. But yeah, man. So yeah, Swerve adds another 3 points to the bracket for his Continental Classic score.
Yeah, man. Great match, man. The Cloud Swerve's winning, man. And I just hope that he wins this fucking tournament, man. I hope. Please don't end predictably. Don't be the end of the predictable classic. At least let Swerve win in the end, man. Because I think that's the best course of action, man.
Yeah, you might as well finish all the predictability while we're here.
Might as well at this fucking point.
So after this, MJF and Samoa Joe comes out for his tag team match with MJF and the Unknown. So Samoa Joe makes his entrance, and the Fiend strobe lights start going off again as the Unknown circle the ring. Samoa Joe's ready to fight all of them, and then the lights go out. We see the Devil on the screen, and then the backstage cameras catch up to MJF backstage laid out with a bottle busted over his head.
Instance of real glass.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So, oh God. So, dude. So, I really like this. I really like how they did not make a tag team match to make a tag team match. The only reason they made the tag team match was so they can get Samoa Joe away from MJF so they can attack him. So,
which is smart, which I like.
Yeah, I really like it. Minor details. Did you see how perfectly laid out the World Championship was on the ground?
Oh, yeah.
Like, bro, make it look like he had it around his shoulder, like fucking lay it, face down.
Yeah.
Why did it literally look like they just set up a crime scene on purpose? Like,
dog, you could make this look way fucking better than it does.
It's the little things like that. I'm looking at it. I'm just sitting there like, and I know that's being incredibly nitpicky, but
that's how I feel. So
I'm just sitting there like, why is the belt perfectly laid in a perfect position on the ground?
Like,
what?
Dog, you think you look any better?
Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing, dude. That was the other thing. MJF accused Hangman Page of being the devil, which I feel like is a subliminal.
I think it's a scene.
Well, I didn't get that. But what I did get was MJF accusing an Adam of being the devil. That's kind of what that was kind of the tiny little subliminal I kind of caught from that. If I could definitely see them doing something along those lines where they tell Max, you did guess it right. It was an Adam, but it wasn't the Adam you thought it was. It was it was Adam Cole. So,
baby.
So, Swerve, or not Swerve. So Samoa Joe sees this, and he runs to the back, to go check on MJF. But dude, I've seen a lot of people bringing up the real glass argument. I swear to fucking Jesus.
Might as well just put this company on the fucking frying pan at this point, man.
Dude,
It's fucked.
if they fucking bring Jack Perry back, you know what? Tony Khan might actually look at Jack Perry as the devil. He might. Especially with what's been going on Raw and SmackDown lately. Because I would think that Jack Perry's the devil too if CM Punk went to WWE and is absolutely lighting the world on fire right now.
Getting them 2 million on the ratings and shit. They can't even crack one right now.
I swear to God, bro. It better not be Jack Perry. But I do think it's Adam Cole. I feel like they could keep throwing in these real glass references to stray people away from it. Almost what, pretty much down to a T with what they did with Matt Hardy in the Dark Order. You know, they had Matt Hardy teasing he was the leader of the Dark Order, all for it to be Brody Lee. So I could
see that.
Oh, because literally, Brody was talking about it on Talk is Jericho many, many years ago, but Brody's job in that whole situation was to stay quiet, to shut up and stay quiet. It was Matt's job to make people think he was the leader of the Dark Order, and all Brody had to do was not say a fucking word. Similar to Adam Cole. Adam Cole used to be popping up on videos every week. Where's he been? Nowhere to be seen.
Exactly. It's interesting, man. I hope they go too good with this, man. I really hope it's Adam Cole.
It needs to be Adam Cole. If it's not Adam Cole, then this was an absolute bust. This was an absolute bust. I do not care to. I do not fucking care to see anything regarding Jack Perry being the devil at all.
God, no, that's horrendous.
Shouldn't have even fucking switched him from Jungle Boy, to be honest. But, you know, AEW having to blow their load on what could have been a good character arc for him.
Yeah, you know how it goes with Tony Khan, man. He ain't the man of keeping his load ready. Kind of just fucking lets it go as fast as he can.
He's not.
We all suffer.
Yeah. How many more dream matches do you fucking got in the tank before none of them fucking mean a damn thing anymore?
Exactly. They already don't.
It's a dream match if you had a story. Not always, but it could be. And you should add some stories to your dream matches. Like, look at... Like, dude, when CM Punk came into AEW, bro, people said, man, wouldn't it be so awesome to see Punk and MJF? Tony Khan could have just gave us that shit on a random episode of Dynamite because fans wanted to see it. But no, he added a story to it, and it made the dream match all that much more special. To my point. Exactly. Punk and Rollins in this day and age. Sure, the matches happened before, but because there's a story, a rich story, it becomes a dream match again. That's what people want to see. Punk versus Rollins because of the story behind it. And look how Triple H is building it up. Like it's fucking man. Heat, bruh. Heat. So, yeah, Samoa Joe runs to the back, and that was pretty much that, bro. That was pretty much that. And after this, we got Sky Blue versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. From what I remember, the match was okay. Toni Storm won, and then yeah, that was it. That was all I remember. Yeah, there's nothing too crazy here.
Yeah, so AEW women's match. It's about as interesting as Tony Khan makes it, and he doesn't make it that interesting at all. So
it's a great question, Logan. I have no idea how Sky Blue got that title shot. Oh my god, that's horrible. That's horrible. I completely forgot about that. Yes, you're correct. At the end of this match, The theme music of Riho. Yes. The theme music of Riho went off as she drop kicked Toni Storm out of the ring, and Toni Storm did not move a muscle.
Why?
Are you fucking serious? I mean, I mean,
Why?
bro, huh?
Why?
Yeah, what? Why? That is the realest question. Why?
Like, dude, I don't care about Riho. I don't know what these marks are obsessed with Riho. She's not all that special. She's really not.
No. People are happy Riho's back. I think fucking Timeless Toni Storm is amazing. And I do not give a flying fuck, a single flying fuck, to see Timeless Toni Storm versus Riho in AEW. I don't care.
I don't care at all, actually.
Jay White defeats Jay Lethal, two of Logan's favorites. Actually, in this match is Logan's favorite. About a year ago, this was Logan's favorite New Japan talent in this match. And Jay White. So,
wow. Look at that.
And Jay White was in this one as well. So, yeah. So this was that. Jay White won. Who would have guessed? Jay Lethal and Mark Briscoe are now mathematically eliminated from the tournament. So, that's the funny part about this tournament. They're mathematically eliminated, but they keep wrestling.
Well,
So, like,
they're just pin eaters at that point. It's the technical point of keeping them in.
essentially.
Yeah. It makes no goddamn. Man, this company, like, dude, I can't. It's so predictable because at that point, this person's eliminated. Now you have to put, big names versus big names. Tony Khan still is finding a way to not do that, and it makes even less sense.
Yeah, Wait, so... Oh, so they technically still have a chance? Is that what you're telling me?
Or
So,
is it
like...
just they can get this person eliminated, too?
So...
Oh.
Okay, so for example, like if Swerve is, 4-0 or whatever. If... Oh, okay. Okay, got it. They're out. All right, cool. All right.
So I get it. Okay, so it's just to fuck other people over in the tournament. Okay, that ain't too bad then.
Okay. All right. That sounds a little better.
If it was an actual big name, that can make them even look better in defeat by screwing over somebody else. But no, it's just gonna be random nobodies fucking screwing people over. Yeah. Fucking totally.
Yeah, so it could help them make it into next year's tournament.
Somebody's bankrupt by next year at this point, the way they're fucking going.
The fuck, man.
The fuck is going on?
Nice job. So in the main event in Montreal, we got Rated R Adam versus Christian Cage for the TNT Championship. I love it. You're giving me a main event match on AEW Dynamite in both of these guys' hometown. You're giving me a match that you've built up, that I care about. I care about this story. I like this story a lot. It's very good. It's very good. I like it a lot. And these guys put on one hell of a match. These guys put on one hell of a match, man. The ending killed a lot of the crowd. I will say that. It took a lot of the crowd out of it. It did. I just don't really know how many people care to see Nick Wayne's mom so heavily involved in this. I mean, is it funny that Christian Cage fucking got his whole family? Sure, it's funny.
Yeah.
But I just don't really know how many people really care to see Shayna Wayne as involved as she is in this story.
Oh no, it's kind of completely pointless and kind of overdoing it. I mean, yeah, like you said, it's funny, you know, Christian Cage has a fucking work wife now.
He bagged the MILF.
He did
People are
bag the
saying.
MILF. I respect that, man, but like, you didn't need to do this, man. You could have just had her, because now it makes her and Nick Wayne look like fucking blithering idiots. There has to be a reason that they're doing this, to like get to him or something, because no way you're just choosing the guy that fucking just flamed your dead husband on the mic multiple times. Like, no, there has to be a storyline reason why they're doing this, and if there isn't, then this is going to be really bad in the future. But so far, is it needed? God, no. Was it funny? Yes. So I will survive on this for now.
I'm definitely going to let it see how it plays out. I'm definitely going to wait to hear her explanation before we really go in on this. But I don't know, man. Personally, for me, dude, I just really think his mom's been a little too involved in his run, dude. It's almost like in elementary school, dude. I used to ride the fucking bus with this one kid, and he was one of the bad kids on the bus. The fucking the bus driver hated him. He didn't really bother anybody specifically, but he was just really loud and always jumping out of his fucking seat and just being a jackass. And fucking his mom had to ride the bus to school with him for like a month, and it was just such a buzzkill. Like, bro, what?
Like, go home.
Yeah,
You're an adult.
seriously, it's just like, you know, it's almost like you're bringing your mom to fucking school with you, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Come on.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of, yeah, I personally, I wouldn't either. I would just, I mean, I'm sorry to my OG, but personally, bro, I mean, what is this, fucking bring your mom to work day? I mean, what was bring your mom to work year? I mean, what?
Like,
I don't know.
The one promo was fun. It was cool. It could have ended at that. Should have ended at that.
Exactly. Or, you know, have fucking Nick Wayne give her a concerto and you know, write her off television.
Yeah.
Because this has got people saying rumors of Beth, and it's just, I don't know, this could snowball into just overbooking the fuck out of this, in my opinion. Now, it could go one direction, but it could go that direction too. It could go that direction, and no, it was not Tyler's mom. Tyler's mom was the GOAT. It was a different kid when I was in like first or second grade. I think he was a couple years younger than me. I think his name was Dylan, I want to say. I don't know what happened to that kid. He just went to our school for like a year. I want to say his name was like Dylan or something. But no, it wasn't Tyler, and Tyler's mom was the GOAT. So shout out to Tyler's mom. So yes, I don't know. This could go in a direction that's just very bad, in my honest opinion, and it could snowball into something that's just overbooked and too much. Like, dude, you need to focus on Adam and Christian. Dude, these guys grew up together. These guys have been fucking best friends for what, 40, 50 fucking years, man? I mean, focus on that, dude. I think that's where your bread and butter is. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly, man. You got the story. You don't need to fucking add a whole bunch of sides to it that you don't need. Like, I already got the steak.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. So that was AEW Dynamite. That was AEW Dynamite, man.
It was a Dynamite, all right.
Yeah, that was that.
It happened.
That was that. All right, bro. WWE. WWE, man. Let's talk about some World Wrestling Entertainment. All right, bro. Friday Night SmackDown. This was an interesting one. We got all types of CM Punk teases, literally setting feuds up for this man
Oh, yeah.
for at least 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about his promo on SmackDown first. So Punk, he comes out at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, Central Time. He comes out at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, and he says, he tells the crowd, if you want to chant, keep chanting. I'm not getting my time cut today. We're at the top of the hour.
Ooh.
He then asks the crowd where they want him to sign. He then says he's here tonight to listen to Nick Aldis. He's here tonight to listen to Nick Aldis. He's got a phone call with the Heartbreak Kid over the weekend. He is going to Monday Night Raw on Monday to hear what Adam Pearce has to say, and he will put pen to paper that day. And then he asked the fans where they want to see him end up. He asked the crowd if they want to see him go to SmackDown, if they want to see him shape the next crop of talent in NXT, if he wants to go to Monday Night Raw. And then he asked the fans, do you want to see him throw 29 other superstars over the top rope and main event WrestleMania?
I mean, I do.
He then says one of his buddies that welcomed him back with open arms famously comes out here and he says, what do you want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? He talks about how a lot of people do not like the nice CM Punk. They want to see the spicy CM Punk. And then he says he's going to switch it up tonight, and he asks the crowd, not what, but who do you want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
He says, do you guys want to hear me talk about Cody Rhodes? Because I have some stories. Or do you guys want me to talk about the guy who's not here? Or from the sounds of it, the guy who is never here? Roman Reigns. He says, Tribal Chief, I acknowledge you, and I congratulate you on all your success. But don't forget who the OG Paul Heyman guy is.
Mm-hmm.
He says, don't forget that he was his wise man first. He then says that he knows Roman isn't here, but his cousins are. He talks about Solo, the big tough son of a gun. He talks about Jimmy. He then shouts out main event Jey Uso on Monday Night Raw, the homie. Main event Jey Uso. He then says, so what do I want to do? Do I want to sit here, or he says, do I want to go hang out with Jay on Monday, or do I want to scrap with Jimmy on Fridays? But if I scrap with Jimmy, he's got a long line of cousins, endless Samoans. He does have endless Samoan cousins. I mean,
He does.
there is literally, there is fucking so many of them. But,
I know that man fucking CM Punk likes to scrap out number, man. This wouldn't be the first time, but I don't know if you could go for that long.
That is true. That is true. He says, but if I go up against all of those guys, I'm going to need some partners. He says, do I trust a guy who hears voices in his head, a guy that I have history with? Randy Orton. He says, I don't know, but either way, it would be entertaining. He then says, or there's a guy that I feel like I could trust, and that's a guy named... He does the LA Knight hand symbol, or the LA Knight, finger wag. And then he looks out in the crowd and he says, somebody just said it, Kevin Owens. He says, can I trust Kevin Owens or do I fight Kevin Owens? He says, Kevin is a little prickly. And what I mean by that is me and Kevin are probably a little too alike. And plus, who would feel comfortable working with somebody who randomly punches people in the face backstage? But it's 2023, and you can't do that. That's just insane. Bro.
Look at love CM Punk, man.
This is the guy I knew we would be getting, and this is the reason I fucking told people, pump the fucking brakes on his first promo back. I know, and would this have been a better first promo back? Abso-fucking-lutely. You bet it would.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen, and he used to say it in AEW all the time, and I hope it's true in WWE, because it wasn't really true in AEW, but he's got time.
Exactly.
So... after that Kevin Owens shit, though, I just was like, whoa. Then he says everybody has been so nice and welcomed me back, even JBL. He says everybody's been so open arms and welcomed me back, except for that one guy. He then says that there's always the one sour grape or sour apple in the batch or something like that. And then he said, but I'm not going to put too much stock into what he says, not because he has a whining voice, but because he's not even the man in his own household.
This shit not to cook, dog. Man, just wait.
So then he says, the one thing that all these men have in common is that I am the monkey wrench in all of their future plans and goals. He says everybody talks about finishing their stories, but I'm back to finish what I started. And Monday, I put pen to paper to finish my story, and that only means one thing. He pauses, walks right up to the fucking camera in the ring, and he says, main eventing WrestleMania. I fucking love it.
Oh, dude, it was so fire from top to bottom. Every reference to AEW, every reference to the current locker room he's in, and the people that probably don't like him. Fucking loved every second of it, man. I really did.
I loved it, bro. And if there's anything based off of what had happened today, on Raw, for the most part, dude, they're letting him be himself. Let him be himself. I mean, obviously, he's got to abide to certain WWE rules. He can't really curse a lot like he did in his AEW promos, but that's okay. I'm sure he will curse, but they're not going to completely overdo it like AEW can sometimes.
Oh, man. They love... those heels, they just got to flip off the crowd, man. I'm so glad they stopped him from doing that. Oh, thank God.
Seriously.
Every heel would just... The whole entrance, I hated it. But love what they're doing with CM Punk. He truly does still feel like CM Punk, man, and I can't wait for it to continue.
Seriously, bro. Seriously. He had a bunch of cool interactions on this show. He had interactions with Nick Aldis in the back. He had interactions with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came up to him in the back, and he said, if you want to main event WrestleMania, you're probably going to have to win the Royal Rumble. CM Punk said something along the lines of, yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? It's like, whoo. Okay.
This shit about to be heat.
He then went up to Randy Orton and LA Knight, and he told them, "Good luck, boys," as they were just looking at him like, "What the fuck?" And
Okay, go on.
my favorite one, though, was CM Punk goes to knock on the Bloodline's door, and
And stop himself from storming the locker room.
he
Good
did.
job.
He did stop himself from storming the locker room, and I don't know, either that or he was about to go fucking make himself the honorary use or something like that. But he then keeps walking, and he walks in to Kevin Owens. Kevin gets right in his face, and Punk says, "See Nick Aldis' office?" And Kevin just goes, "No." And fucking Punk goes, "Yeah, thanks for your help." And Owens kind of raised his fist a little bit, like he wanted to sucker punch him right there. And but you know, Kevin maintained professionalism, and he kept walking.
Look at that, man. People that do not like CM Punk maintaining professionalism and working with him. Man, if only.
Exactly. So that was all the CM Punk interactions on Friday Night SmackDown, and it was, for that reason alone, a SmackDown that was heavily, heavily talked about.
It really was. Shit was heat.
So, to open Monday Night Raw tonight, we got main event Jey Uso coming out. Yeet indeed, because actually, let me do a quick WWE shop search really quick. Let me see if we're back in business. Let's see.
Please don't get the blue one again.
Yes, Yeet is back. The Yeet shirt is back.
They got hoodies now. Made it tank top now.
They do. Oh my god, they do.
Yeah, actually, it goes nuts.
Oh, they only got the white hoodie though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they got the blue shirt again, so I'm happy.
Dude, when he gets back with Jimmy, they need to make black and red Yeet shirts.
They got to, man. That shit's gonna go so crazy.
Yes, I'm very happy. Yeah, it's back, ladies and gentlemen. It is back on the shop, as you can see. I don't want to unfocus my camera, but as you can see. Yes. Yes, we were able to secure ours. We were able to secure ours, our blue ones so we got ours literally like, I want to say 3 days before they took them down. I secured a blue one, so you guys should be peeping that pretty soon. But yeah, man. So yeah, so I was able to secure one, so I'm very, very, very thankful for that. But I mean, it's back anyway, so I'm happy we're back in business, bro. So Jey Uso comes out, and he cuts a promo. He starts cutting a promo on how CM Punk is in the building, and he says, well, to start, he said, I'm excited about a lot tonight. He said, I got Yeet back, so I'm excited about that. Crowd, yelled Yeet, and then he then said, and I also, get to have this match with Drew McIntyre, so I'm excited about that too. Another thing I'm excited about is CM Punk is in the building. He says, if you guys want to see CM Punk sign on Monday Night Raw tonight, let me hear you say Yeet. Crowd says Yeet. Then as he starts to talk about Drew McIntyre, Drew comes out there, starts apologizing to Sami Zayn, and then he tells Jay that is how you give a apology, which you're not capable of giving one to Drew McIntyre. Jay also, before Drew came out, said if Monday Night Raw gained CM Punk, then they gained a real one. He says, but with that, we lost a real one last week because my dog Sami Zayn got taken out by Drew McIntyre. And then as he started to talk about Drew, that's when Drew came out, told him that he's not capable of giving a proper apology. And he's not capable of giving a proper apology. And these guys would go back and forth on the mic for a little bit. And then they would Then they would start fighting. End up having their match. It was a pretty good match, man. It was a pretty good match. They gave him like a solid 15-20 in the beginning of the show. Drew McIntyre took the turnbuckle off the turnbuckle pad. As the ref was fixing it, he started digging his fingernails in Jay's eye. And then when Jay was, holding his eye, Drew McIntyre backed up into the corner, gave him a Claymore, and that was it. That was it, man. Drew McIntyre picked up the win against Jey Uso, man. He picked up the win against Jey Uso. So yeah, that was that, and it was a pretty good opening match to Monday Night Raw.
Exactly, man. Good evolution to the story that they're building here, man. I love the progression of Drew's character, and I think it's all going really good, man. And it's really good to see, man. And at this point, it's really refreshing to see good story and character work be progressed.
100%, man. Rhea Ripley beats Maxine Dupree. Okay.
Just beating on competition again. Classic.
Yeah,
Rhea Ripley booking.
Yeah, I'm very curious as to what. I mean, I guess it wasn't for the championship. I guess it was just an exhibition match, but obviously everybody knew Rhea was winning this one, man. Definitely talk about predictability. There it is.
She is a predictable classic right here.
So, the next match was Big Bronson Reed versus Ivar. These two put on a pretty decent match, man. It's always great in-ring quality, man, and I like that they've been letting Ivar showcase how good he is, because he's very fucking good, and the tag team division is gonna need them when Eric comes back.
Exactly.
But I will say this. I remember, dude, a couple months ago, man, Ivar tweeted out something about when Eric comes back, I can't wait for what did he say? He said something like, when I can't wait for the fans to get to know our new tag team name when you come back, or he said something like that. So
it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be real fucking interesting. I wonder if they're gonna keep Van Halley with them, man. I hope not, but I'm excited to see what this new identity will be. Hopefully they're not the emo Raiders anymore.
I just really hope they go back to like the fucking biker Vikings that they were.
I really hope so, man.
Dude.
Actually, they look like just a bunch of AEW fans coming out there all emo and shit.
They do. You go to an AEW Dynamite, bro, those are the kind of motherfuckers you see in the crowd. Just a bunch of fucking emo motherfuckers, man.
Big emo motherfuckers filled in these arenas.
So, yeah, I kept seeing people defend Maxine, and again, dude, like Logan says, bro, like if she's not ready, man, she's not ready. Don't be putting her in matches with Rhea Ripley, bro. Yeah, give her rep, exactly. Give her reps, bro. I mean, don't be throwing her out there. Exactly. Don't be out there throwing her to the wolves like that, bro. So yeah.
Like we always say, throw them out there with good talent and let them learn. That's throwing them too deep into talent. You gotta stir them off in at least the middle and work your way up.
Exactly. When people are, I would say that mainly applies to people that are green. They're good, but they're green. You know what I mean? Throw them out there, put them against some talent, and they'll get better. You know what I mean, bro? But you can't be putting people that barely know how to wrestle out there. Like there's levels to it.
Exactly, man. Just send her. Definitely don't gotta send her in NXT. Don't send her down there at Purgatory, but send her over to the PC at least once or twice a week, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly, dude. You can't be putting people that are completely untrained out there, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, if you're green or whatever, you're
Mhm.
good, but you're green. Sure, throw them out there with some top tier talent. Let them learn, bro. That's one of the best ways to learn. You know what I mean? Failing. You know what I mean? Feeling like you're failing, bro. That's one of the best ways to learn, bro. But like, I mean, yeah, there's levels, bro. And I mean, God, I mean, dude, when somebody
Yeah.
when somebody's out there completely fucking botching everything, just looking completely untrained, man. I mean, what are we doing, man?
Exactly. You know what you got to do. Just send them down for a little bit. Just it's no harm.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Um so yeah. Um so the Creed or not the Creed brothers, the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day come out there to cut a promo. R-Truth comes out there, and he tells them he was trying to decorate the clubhouse with some Christmas lights, but they got a lock on the door now. They got a lock on the front and the back door, and he wanted to know what that was about. JD tells him to shut up, and he's not in the Judgment Day. Priest then says, hey, JD, calm down, man, calm down. Let him in. I kind of want to hear what he has to say. So Truth gets in the ring. He says, man, Damian, you gotta stop acting like a boss, man. You gotta stop acting like a boss. It makes mommy mad. He says, well, you can keep being a boss, but, you gotta stop acting like a boss. It's making mommy mad. He then says, another thing I think we need to do, I think we need to kick JD out of the group. JD starts getting pissed. Fucking Finn Balor's fucking laughing at him. Finn Balor's literally sitting there laughing. Damian then starts laughing, and he said, see, man, this is why everybody loves R-Truth. Finn then says, I love R-Truth. And Damian looks at the crowd, and he says, who here loves R-Truth?
No.
Crowd starts, going crazy. R-Truth says, what's up? And he, lets the crowd say, what's up back. And then fucking Damian Priest goes, everyone except for me. And he clotheslines them, and they start beating the shit out of him. How are you? How, like, huh? Like, I could see it. Like, the past couple weeks, R-Truth has kind of been the guy like, yo, don't be mean to R-Truth. Like, he's been nice. He's been a nice guy to him. All for this to lead to this man saying everybody loves R-Truth except for me and starts fucking beating the shit out of him. You mean to tell me this is your baby face?
There's no way that you could turn this guy into the baby face. He is the prick of the Judgment Day. He's the biggest asshole in the group. How are you gonna make this man the fucking baby face? It's confusing me. What they're doing now is good, yes. But the context of what we know they want to plan just makes this feel so weird. Why?
Like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't make fucking sense, dude. It really makes no sense, man. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand how you're trying to play it off to me that this guy is gonna be a babyface, and he's sitting here being a fucking asshole to R-Truth.
Like, there's just how is that going to be possible?
He's literally the asshole of the Judgment Day.
It's his whole thing. He's the dickhead of the Judgment Day. That's the dynamic. How are you going to spin it? How?
I don't get it, bro. They start jumping R-Truth, and the Creed brothers come out there. See, this is a scenario in throwing them out there with main event caliber talent and letting them learn. This is a good example of that. The Creed brothers, they're good, you know what I mean? But they just, obviously, I mean, as all new call-ups in this day and age do. They still need a little work, and they're going to get that work by working with upper echelon of talent like the Judgment Day. So,
exactly, man. So it's good to see, man. I love the Creed brothers, and I love how they're progressing.
definitely, dude, definitely. And they look mad impressive out there. They look great. I wouldn't even be upset if these guys took the titles from Judgment Day. So
I wouldn't be mad at all.
I really would. So Katana Chance and Kaden Carter defeat Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell in a tag team match. The tag team champions were sitting ringside. I don't know if this was a number one contender match or what, but Kaden and Katana won, and yeah, that was that.
It was kind of, interesting.
Yeah, that was pretty much that. And the next segment on the show, CM Punk. CM Punk, man, we got another interesting CM Punk segment, dude, just a few short days after the last one. So what did he talk about this time, man? Well, this was the decision. Man. So CM Punk comes out there. Adam Pearce is standing in the ring. He calls out CM Punk. CM Punk talks about being back in Cleveland. He talked about being back in this building. He talked about how he has a lot of bad history with this city and this building. He talked about how he debuted in this building. He walked down to the ring with Mickie James. He did his match, and right afterwards, they told him, "All right, kiddo, we're sending you to OVW." And he talked about his time in OVW, and he talked about how that was where he got comfortable being uncomfortable. He talked about all that. He talked about how he wanted to right wrongs on his second go here in WWE, and he talked about how he was just talking to Indy backstage, and she told him when he left WWE, she felt betrayed. He apologized to her, and he apologized to anybody who felt betrayed when he left WWE, because he felt the same way when Roddy Piper went to WCW. He felt betrayed as a fan, and he wanted to apologize to anybody that he made feel that way.
Hey, this man loves apologizing in this company.
Dude, so I was just funny you say this. So I was just watching yesterday and today CM Punk's Collision return promo, right? I've been watching a lot of CM Punk promos recently, but I was watching those ones in particular. Literally at the end of the promo from Collision where he came back, he says, "One more question, Chicago, and I'll get out of your hair. Why would I change?" And he comes to WWE, and what were some of the first fucking words he said? "I've changed."
Dude, the generational fucking liar.
What?
Like, dude, what are you talking about? You haven't changed at all. I'm sure you were waiting to suck a motherfucker in the face back there. You're not gonna do it this time. I hope not. But I know you want to.
And see that was one of the things. That was one of the things from the Collision promo that I actually really liked. I thought he should have apologized to the AEW fans. Personally, he didn't have to apologize to the elite and whatever. But he wanted to eventually. But anyways, you guys know the fucking story. He easily, I thought, should have apologized to the AEW fans. But that's neither here or there. That is literally one of the fucking reasons we all love CM Punk. because he doesn't fucking change for anybody. So to go out there, which is why that was the one thing from that promo that I was like, I don't like that. You changed? Huh?
Like, maybe give some more context to it. Like, yeah, I'm the same man I was a couple months ago, but at that time I've changed a little from the last time I was here. But here he's talking about like he's fucking a whole new man, and he's been a whole new man. Bro, you were fucking tossing hands with a bunch of this year and is plus on that Friday promo he said, it's 2023 after he said, punching people in the back. Dude, you did it in 2023 too. What are you talking about?
Lunge at your boss. That's why we love you. Those are generational memes.
It really is. You did something worse. Not only did you punch another employee, another coworker, but right afterwards, or right before, I'm guessing right after, you lunged at your CEO. You didn't change at all, and you are punching people in 2023. What are you talking about?
Dude,
yeah.
I would fucking pay I would pay so much money to see surveillance footage of CM Punk lunging at Tony Khan.
Oh, dude, I will pay all the money to see that in the world.
To see Tony Khan like fucking shrivel up in his chair, bro. Oh, dude. Oh, God. It's got to be generational. It's seriously got to be some generational shit. But, it is 2023 and you just can't be doing stuff like that.
Can't be punching coworkers in the face unprovoked, man.
Exactly.
Even though from the story we know, fucking Jack Perry was just like, hey man, the whole time he was getting in his face, and he's
golly. Well, yeah, man. I don't know. But CM Punk, yeah, that was I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that today because I was literally just watching that Collision promo. And it kind of made me chuckle at the end where he said the line, "Why would I change?" I don't know. Why'd you tell the fucking fans on Monday Night Raw you changed? I don't know.
I don't know. It didn't change much, man. I really don't think you did.
Isn't it crazy that was 2 weeks ago? Feels like an eternity ago.
Dude, it really does.
It really does, bro. So, he talked about all that, and then he looked at Adam Pearce and he said, "I'm going to be honest. When I heard that this show was in Cleveland, the deal was already made up in my mind because I have wrongs I need to right." He talked about how Nick Aldis gave him a great offer on SmackDown. NXT, Shawn Michaels gave him a great offer to help shape the next crop of talent for WWE. But nobody put a deal together like Adam Pearce. He then asked Adam Pearce for the contract. He signed it. Adam Pearce has been a kick-ass GM so far, by the way. I love what he's been doing with Monday Night Raw. He's just been doing a great job. I like him a lot as the general manager of Monday Night Raw. So,
oh, definitely.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's been doing great, man. But he signed with Monday Night Raw. Adam Pearce shakes his hand. He takes the contract and he gets on the top rope, starts celebrating, and we just hear the song. Not Cult of Personality. We hear Burn It Down. Oh, man. Here we fucking go. Even Michael Cole on commentary goes, uh-oh. So,
Love it.
So, Seth and CM Punk have a stare down. And in this moment, I knew Seth gives more of a fuck about WWE than the Elite gave about AEW.
Oh, 100%. 1,000 fucking percent.
Bro. Because in this moment, I knew to myself, we're getting a feud we want to see. Man, isn't this something?
Throwing fucking beef to the side for good television for the company you work for, man. Isn't that just beautiful?
Seth tells CM Punk, you can say a lot of things, but don't you dare call WWE your home. All you did was slander me and everyone in the back and try to tear this place down. He says WWE is my home, and I will always defend WWE from people like you.
This is what I needed, bro.
We got the line.
We got the fucking line.
I love it. I love it. He says, Seth tells him, he says, see, we all know that this is your last chance in professional wrestling. And hate you or love you, I want you on Monday Night Raw. Because eventually, this is going to blow up in your face, and you're going to self-destruct, and we've seen it happen before. And the reason I want you on Raw is because when that happens, I want to be the first one to slam that door in your face. And he says, if it doesn't happen, then I will expose you myself. I will wrestle circles around you, and I will expose you for the fraud that you are. Bro, Seth was fucking cooking. Bro.
I was flaming him, man. And dude, Punk had the exact same look on his face that he did.
Yes.
In
Yes.
Oh, I loved it. Oh, I'm so excited for this, man.
Dude. He then says, see, there's not a lot of things I can say about you for sure, but the one thing I can say with every fiber of my being is that I hate you.
Dude, the way he delivered that line, I loved. Wasn't dramatic at all, didn't time it at all. Instantly just said, I hate you. I love that, man.
Bro. I am going to wrestle circles around you and expose you for the fraud that you are. Bro, let this man cook, bro. Jesus.
That shit is about to go insane.
I love Seth, bro. I love
I
Seth.
really do. This shit is magical.
Punk backs up. He grabs the mic. And he says, you know, Seth, you got one pass, and you just used it to talk to me disrespectfully without me coming after you. But since we're here making things official for the night, Adam Pearce, let's make one thing official. I'm declaring for the 2024 Royal Rumble, and when I win, you better hope I don't come for you. Oh, bro. Oh, dude, I was totally geeking out watching this promo segment.
Oh, dude, it's beautiful. It's everything I wanted to see.
And all Seth did was crack a smile. Right after he said that, all he did was crack a smile. Bro, I love it. I fucking love it. And I see people complaining, oh, WWE just blatantly copied the Hangman line. Was that not kind of the point? Seth is pretty much the Hangman in this feud. But instead of this being a nasty butterfly effect for the company, I think this is going to feed the company streets.
I think so. I think it's going to be the start of something even greater. I think this is about to go insane, man. I love it. I love it. I love what they're doing here. Yes, It's a copy of what they did with Hangman. That's exactly what it should have been. That's exactly what I expected. He is defending WWE from Chicago Phil, and I love it. And I hope it goes well, man. And I can't wait to see this story, evolve. Dude, that face to face after he wins the Rumble is gonna go nuts.
Yes, they are about to feed all of Philadelphia, bro. I promise you.
Oh yeah.
City of brotherly love is right, bro. Oh my god. Yes,
I
they.
mean, might not be the city of locker room love, but it's gonna be the city of fucking brotherly love. All right, I
Yes.
cannot wait.
Yes, that is going to absolutely slap. And Punk is going to win the Rumble. And he's coming for Seth, bro. And, bro, if this is what they gave us now, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more they got in the chamber. And, dude, it's going to be fucking nuts. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be one of the best feuds of the entirety next year. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
It is, man, especially with the Raw before Mania being in Chicago. They gotta hit that fucking promo that Punk hit in Chicago before All Out, where he was fucking in the crowd marking out for Chicago. You gotta hit that shit, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's right. The We Are Chicago promo.
Gotta hit the We Are Chicago promo type shit. He's got to.
Yeah, and I another thing, too. I completely hate people saying this is a blatant copy of the Hangman feud. No, it's not. I mean, is there the parallel of Hangman being the AEW defender and Seth being the WWE defender? Yeah, but in terms of the feud of its entire, if you're looking at the feud, in the whole package, Seth and CM Punk have a lot fucking more history that they're gonna play into, and as to where Hangman really only had beef with Bro because of Cole Cabana. I mean, that was pretty much where that stemmed from. But like, Seth, beyond Seth defending WWE, bro, CM Punk takes a lot of the credit for the fucking Shield being a thing. CM Punk fucking talked shit about Seth Rollins for years. What did he call him and John Moxley, bootlickers or something? I mean, there's a lot more there. There's a lot more there, and it's gonna feed the streets.
He has pissed so many people off.
Yes, he has.
I love it, dude. It's a raging dickhead. I love it. It's what he is.
I love seeing CM Punk mad, bro. When he told Seth, "You got one pass to talk to me disrespectfully, without me coming for you," bro.
Oh.
Dude,
I cannot wait for Seth to come for that man.
Bro, keep talking to him disrespectfully, bro.
Oh, dude, I'd be talking crazy to Phil. I really would. Punch me and get fired.
See, we asked for it in AEW, and I don't think a lot of people in that locker room exactly knew what they were in for.
No.
But, now we know what we're in for. So I'm cool with it. Let's fucking go.
Exactly. Let's fucking go. Truly.
That was an awesome face-off. That was a face-off for the fucking decade, bro. That was awesome.
Really,
and if you thought that was sick, just wait. Just wait.
Oh, it's gonna go so crazy after the Royal Rumble, man. I cannot wait.
Yeah. And I mean, if we're even looking further down the chamber, bro, just wait until that man goes face to face with fucking the Chief, bro.
The tribal chief, dude. That man is getting that face that Punk that Phil was making. Oh, that's gonna be his face 24/7 when it's in front of the tribal chief, man.
Logan, I read that too fast, and I thought you said reports just came out that Punk threw a punch. Okay. Oh, I mean, he's got one chance, bro. So I guess he uses one chance up on live television, man. So I guess CM Punk's gonna be.
Next time.
And another thing. So I just mentioned how in that moment, there was another moment where I said that to myself too. As soon as Seth Rollins said, "I hate you," I said to myself again, Seth Rollins gives more of a fuck about WWE than CM Punk,
Mhm.
or that the Elite gave about AEW in that instance, because
Oh, 100%.
Seth has even said, like, in interviews before, like, I don't hate the man, I just don't know where his mind's at. So it obviously tells me that they are really deep diving into this story for the fans, and they really want to give us something special. And, you know, I mean, you know, he could have. I like that they leaned into that, because obviously we all know the truth. The truth is, you know, Seth doesn't hate Punk, but the fact that they're saying he does just for the sake of telling a good story, and there is actual evidence, even though he doesn't, there is evidence to point that there is or was a lot of beef there. Dude, they're willing to do this for the sake of the fans and for the sake of good television, and that is what separates a professional from a wrestler.
Yeah, sure. Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, these guys in WWE, look at all these guys he's been face to face with. Fucking Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is fucking friends with the Young Bucks. He's willing to be a professional. He's willing to be a professional at work. He's willing to fucking go to work and be professional about things. And you don't got to like everybody, but you guys fucking work at the same place, and you got to fucking do work, bro. You got to do what's best. You got to make enjoyable product, and you got to feed your audience here, bro. I mean, we're not doing anything, you know, putting 6 months clause in for bullshit. Work with them, fucking make your money, and move on.
Exactly.
Everybody
Move on.
wins. But in that situation with the Elite, everybody lost. Not a single person won. Tony Khan didn't win. Fucking the Elite didn't win. Maybe they think they win, but maybe to this day they think that they won because, oh, we never got to work with them and we didn't want to do it. You didn't win. I guarantee you, years down the line, those guys, all three of them, are going to say to themselves, the money we left on the table.
Exactly. The money, the moments, the story, everything, the fan interest, everything got left out. They will regret it all, man. I hope they do. I hope they already do.
And that's one of the big reasons for me why All In has the biggest of black eyes, because the show that we should have got compared to the show that we got, it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
That show sucked. And did it have good in-ring quality enough to probably earn a nomination for Show of the Year? Sure. But is it the show that we should have gotten? No.
God, no.
Great in-ring quality? We know you got more than that. We know you do.
You know you fucking do, so do it, man. And they couldn't. Look where he is now, doing what they should have did with him, with Seth, man. Come on. Yeah, you guys could have had this. You could have had the viewership. You could have had the merch money. You could have had the eyes, but you don't. It's no one's fault but Tony Khan and the Young Bucks.
Unbelievable. All ego is all in.
Exactly. All ego wrestling.
Unbelievable.
Okay. What has happened?
So, that was that. That was that promo. That absolutely lit shit on fire. Seth Rollins, CM Punk walked up to Drew McIntyre and Adam Pearce backstage as Adam Pearce was telling Drew McIntyre that he had made a World Championship match official for Drew on the Day 1 edition of Raw. Look at that. Instead of making a pay-per-view, they just made it a big episode of Monday Night Raw. Who used to do big episodes of their weekly shows? Huh.
Was Impact?
I don't think so. I think it was just that ego fest we were talking about.
Oh, yeah. All ego wrestling. That's who used to do it.
I think so.
I think they did, man. Worst part is, dude, they still do those themed episodes, but then they're just absolute nothing shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're the most bland episode of AEW. Literally, bro. In 2 days is Winter is Coming. One of the biggest dynamites out of the year. Is now. I don't even know what's happening on it. I have no idea.
Like it makes no fucking sense, dog.
So, Drew and CM Punk had a pretty cool face-off, and then Punk then ran into Kofi Kingston, his buddy. So this was a cool little wholesome interaction to see. He sees Kofi. He says, "Hey, Jamaican me crazy," and Kofi says, "No, man, I don't do that anymore." And then he sees, I think it was Xavier, or no, it was Chad Gable. He shook Chad Gable's hand and he said, "Dude, you are fantastic. I'm a huge fan of your work." I swear he fucking looks at Zesty Rick and he goes, "And I heard you suck at video games." Everybody got a compliment, and then there was Ricochet. Fucking hilarious. I fucking loved it.
They hit the ball line and made an old new enemy right there instantly. Another one to add to the list.
Absolutely. Fucking hilarious, bro. Nia Jax and Becky Lynch had a promo. Who gives a flying fuck about this feud? This is a skip. Imperium faced DIY and a mystery partner. Ciampa hesitated, but Johnny understood because it's his hometown, even though it's Johnny's hometown too. But it's The Miz. It's The Miz. The Miz was DIY's partner against Imperium. He ended up scoring them the victory after giving a skull-crushing finale to Giovanni Vinci. He then pressed Gunther after the match for an IC title shot, and Gunther told him, "You're going to get your match, but if you lose..." Oh, Gunther also went to say, "You're such a pain in my ass," but he fucking cut himself off at "You're such a pain in..." So... He then tells him, "I'm going to get your match," or he then tells him, "You're going to get your match under one condition. You never get to challenge for this championship ever again as long as I'm the champ." Miz says, "Done," and that was that. So
I like it. I like what they're doing here, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So, and then in the main event, we got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cody Rhodes.
Fucking barn burner right there, man. The most interesting part overall, man. I'm
Dude,
sure of it.
This was such a fucking bore fest, bro.
What are you talking about?
And the fucking show, the show ended like shit, dude. I mean, bro. Fucking Cody goes for the crossroads. Nakamura twirls out of it and fucking spits mist in his face, and the ref calls the match off. Is Nakamura like the dumbest fuck on the planet or what? Because at least Asuka will sneak the mist. At least.
Yeah. Like, she fucking distracts the ref, or somebody distracts the ref, hit the mist, man. Or she does a psych out mist, and then she does it. At least she's fucking smart. He just does it. What? Really? Who is he? The fucking AEW or the WWE Wardlow? Where he just purposely just gets disqualified from his matches just for the fuck of it? Just looking like a blatant idiot? What are you doing here?
Like, bro, what the fuck, man? I mean, so not only was this match a bore fest, but fucking Nakamura spits mist. Cody, is on the ground panting and rolling around, and Nakamura just slowly walks around the ring like, dude, you look like a dumb fuck, bro. Like, why aren't you a killer? Like, why are you just an idiot that constantly fucking either doesn't want to face people because it needs to be on your time, even though you were the one getting championship matches. You don't want to face people. You want to do it on your time, even though the champion lay out the challenge.
While they were injured, mind you.
Literally, he knew about his back injury, targeted the back, and still lost.
Which I will say, where's been the back injury mentions ever since that feud ended?
Non-existent.
At least not existent, but classic WWE, man.
So, fucking, you got that. Now, this guy's fucking getting himself disqualified, spraying mist blatantly in the ref's face. I mean, don't get me wrong, backstage promo game, on point. Other than that, this guy's a complete fucking idiot.
Fucking he's just doing dumb random shit just for the fuck of it, and it just makes him look stupid. He's like, what? I don't get it.
This guy, dude, in NXT, this guy was a fucking killer. There was almost nothing you could do to this guy that would faze him. Mentally and physically. Nothing. There was nothing you could do that would faze him. And here we are, and he looks like one of the... And that's the thing that sucks, too. They had got me engaged the past couple weeks with Nakamura's reason for going after Cody, because it's a good reason. Nakamura is jealous that Cody got back on his road to redemption so quickly after the WrestleMania humiliation. It's a good grounds for a fucking story. But, dude, you do not help your case in the slightest, bro. You look like a blithering idiot out here, man. I mean, you really do.
Like, what are you doing here, man? I don't understand none of this. It's more of just why. What is the point of this, man? I don't think there will ever be a point, and that makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it, man. I don't fucking get it. He sprays the mist in Cody's face, and the last 5 minutes, maybe not that, maybe like 3 to 4 minutes of Monday Night Raw, was Cody on the ground panting. Nakamura went to hit him with a chair, and then the fucking Creed brothers, of all people, come out. Like, huh? Aren't these guys... Fuck. Aren't these guys in a feud with Judgment Day right now? Like,
I mean, they got maybe the Creed brothers and Cody have the unspoken bond of American patriotism. Maybe that's why they came out to help Cody Rhodes. Maybe they just are America marks like Cody.
I mean, maybe. Literally, they've never interacted with each other at all. Like, and I don't even think the fucking Creed brothers rep America like that.
Maybe they do. Maybe you never know.
I mean, like, huh?
They were really trying to hit them brownie points, man. I respect it. Yo, who should we help? Oh, Cody needs help. Let's get him. Might get us more TV time.
Bro, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Yeah, the Creeds come out to save Cody, and Nakamura just walks away with his dick in his hand like a fucking idiot. And that's it. I mean, that was it. I mean, Nakamura, yet again, congratulations, Nak. You look like a fucking idiot yet again. And it just was such an awkward and weird ending to Monday Night Raw. I don't know. I was not rocking with this ending at all. It completely was just a fucking buzzkill, man. I mean, it really was. I don't know. I was not a fan, but that's how Monday Night Raw ended, and good God, do I never want to see these two in a fucking ring with each other ever again.
No, exactly. I really don't. What's with this company putting this man, Cody, with people, in feuds with people that would just make no fucking sense, and like, it's just stupidity all around.
Yeah. Like, dude, put Cody in there with, like, somebody,
Finn or something.
Finn, Bronson Reed, I'm sure can use that spotlight. I'm sure that would be really cool for him. Fucking somebody, bro, somebody that's fucking. Somebody that's in that would be intriguing to see Cody in the ring with, man. I mean, good God, fucking Lee, bro.
Literally, dude.
I don't know, man, but that is everything we got. That is everything we got here today for this edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. That was everything from Raw, SmackDown, and AEW Dynamite for the week, man. And with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. This has been another great edition of Notorious Unscripted. This has been episode 173, man, and it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Another great edition of Notorious Unscripted. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. We love you guys so very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Friday with the news.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless. Guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze gats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
I am. I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the #1 contender.